Hello everyone and welcome back to our Storytime Corner. Today, we're diving into a classic tale that many of you might know and love. Let's get cozy and begin the story of the wolf and the 7 goats. Once upon a time, nestled in a cozy little house, right at the edge of a lush, green forest, there lived a loving mother goat and her 7 adorable little goats. Their days were filled with joy and laughter. They would play happily in the meadow, just outside their home, nibbling on sweet, yummy grass, under the watchful and caring eye of their mother. Life was simple, safe, and full of warmth. One bright and sunny morning, the pantry was starting to look a little bare. Mother Goat knew she had to venture into the forest to gather some delicious food for her family. Before she set off, she gathered all 7 of her little ones around her. She looked at each of them with serious, loving eyes. "My dearest children," she said, her voice gentle but firm, "I must go into the forest to find us some food. While I am gone, you must be very, very careful. There is a big bad wolf lurking in the woods, and he is clever and tricky. Keep the door locked tight, and do not, under any circumstances, open it for anyone except for me." The 7 little goats all nodded their heads in unison, their little ears flopping. "We promise, Mother, we'll be careful," they chirped. Reassured, Mother Goat gave each of her children a warm kiss on the forehead, waved goodbye, and headed on her way into the deep forest. Not long after Mother Goat had disappeared from sight, a dark, sneaky shadow crept silently towards the little house. It slinked behind the trees, its yellow eyes gleaming with mischief. It was, of course, the big bad wolf. He had been watching from a distance, and now that the mother was gone, he saw his chance. He wanted to trick the little goats and gobble them all up. He crept up to the front door and knocked gently. Tap, tap, tap. "Little goats, open the door. It's your mother, and I've brought back something wonderful for each of you," he said, trying to make his voice sound sweet and high-pitched. But the little goats were clever. They heard the rough, gravelly voice and knew it wasn't their mother. "No, no!" they cried out. "Our mother's voice is soft and sweet. You're the wolf. Go away!" The wolf was frustrated but not defeated. He ran to a nearby shop and bought a large piece of honeycomb to make his voice sound sweeter. After eating it, he returned to the house. This time when he spoke, his voice was much softer. "My darlings, open up. It's your mother." The goats were almost fooled, but the smartest little goat peeked under the door and saw the wolf's big black paws. "No," he shouted. "Our mother has lovely white feet, not big black paws like yours. You're the wolf." Furious, the wolf ran to the baker. "Baker, put some white flour on my paws," he demanded. The baker, scared of the wolf, did as he was told. Now with a sweet voice and white paws, the wolf returned a 3rd time. He knocked on the door and showed his flour-covered paws on the windowsill. The goats saw the white paws and heard the sweet voice. And thinking it was finally their mother, they unlocked the door. In burst the wolf. The little goats screamed and scattered, hiding wherever they could. One hid under the table, another in the bed, one in the oven, and so on. But the wolf found them one by one, all except for the youngest, tiniest goat, who had cleverly hidden inside the grandfather clock. After his big meal, the wolf felt sleepy. He waddled out to the meadow, lay down under a big tree, and fell fast asleep, snoring loudly. A little while later, Mother Goat returned home. She found the door wide open and the house in a mess. She called for her children, but there was no answer. Heartbroken, she called their names one last time. Just then, a tiny voice squeaked from the grandfather clock. "Mother, I'm in here." The youngest goat jumped out and told her everything that had happened. Filled with determination, Mother Goat grabbed her sewing kit and went outside, where she saw the wolf sleeping. She noticed something wiggling and squirming inside his big belly. Quietly, she cut open the wolf's stomach. One by one, out popped 6 little goats. All safe and sound, they hugged their mother, overjoyed to be free. Then, Mother Goat had an idea. She told her children to find some big, heavy stones. They filled the wolf's belly with the stones, and she carefully sewed it back up. When the wolf finally woke up, he felt incredibly thirsty. He stumbled towards the well to get a drink. But the stones in his belly were so heavy that he lost his balance, toppled over, and fell right into the well with a huge splash. And that was the end of the big bad wolf. From that day on, the 7 little goats and their mother lived happily and safely in their cozy little house, never to be bothered by the wolf again. They learned a valuable lesson about listening to their mother and being wary of strangers. And that's the end of our story for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to always be careful and listen to your parents. If you like this tale, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more wonderful stories. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.